Hey guys, Theron Asbury here with Revital Outdoors, bringing you another exciting podcast. Tonight we have another preview podcast for the 2022 BFL All-American. We're interviewing Mr. Sean Weida. Sean is from Kentucky. He qualified for the 2022 BFL All-American by finishing second at the BFL Regional on Wheeler Lake last year in 2021. This is his second BFL All-American, so we're very excited to talk to Sean. He just got done with his first day of practice, so very interested to talk to Sean about what's going on in Lake Hamilton, what he's looking forward to this week. Before we get started, Revital Outdoors is very excited to announce we are still accepting entries into our $2,500 sweepstakes giveaway. This is a giveaway no angler wants to miss out on. It's $2,500 worth of great products from our friends at Flambeau Outdoors, Seaguar Line, Costa Del Mar, the Rod Glove, Blues, Strike King, Tackle Warehouse, and of course, Revital Outdoors. So make sure you enter into this contest. In order to do so, all you have to do is hit that link at the top of the description right below this video. It takes a few seconds to do. And again, no angler out there is going to want to miss this. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. That's Revital Outdoors. And if you've never heard of Revital Outdoors, we are a premium CBD company. We offer premium CBD products to all the outdoor enthusiasts. Don't forget our products are THC-free, made right here in America. And right now, today is Memorial Day. By the time you guys see this podcast, our Memorial Day sale has ended, but we are offering 20% off our strawberry lemonade and green apple CBD gummies. These are really great for inflammation relief. They have 10 milligrams of our premium CBD oil. So check them out on our website. If you're still interested in purchasing, send me an email directly. That's theron.asbury.revitaloutdoors.com or shoot me a message on Facebook, Theron Asbury. I'll be happy to honor that code if you're seeing this podcast and are interested in purchasing these gummies. That being said, let's go ahead and get right into the podcast. Mr. Sean Weida. Sean, how you doing this evening?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. Well, first and foremost, congratulations on making it to your second All-American, a big honor. The All-American is one of the most prestigious tournaments there is in weekend fishing, probably the most prestigious tournament in weekend fishing, is accounting for numerous anglers getting their start as professional anglers. And, you know, you're there for the second time. You're in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Tell us a little bit about your road to get here, your history behind, tournament fishing, and what it means to qualify for this event for the second time.
Well, absolutely. You know, it's been a long time since I've been the All-American. I've been fishing the BFL since the old Red Man days, and the last time that I made the All-American was in 2006, and we went up a really epic fishery. We went to the Connecticut River, Hartford, Connecticut. I was a young buck and really put a lot of time in it. Went up and pre-practiced a lot. Really made a lot of good memories. The tournament didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to. I think I had a bad first day. I tried to access a real sneaky, shallow place, and the boat did not float over it real well and caused me a little setback that day, but rebounded the second day. And, it's been a long time. These regionals, they're so hard to really think about to make it to the All-American, just, to make the regional and all the competition that's out there. And, historically, there's always been a group of guys that made the All-American, year after year. A lot of them were good fall fishermen, or they were good on good fishermen, period. But, I'm definitely excited to make it back. And I got mixed feelings after being out there today, in the pre-practice. Felt real good about it, but a lot of things have changed in a few weeks. So
I got you. Based on your practice so far, and I don't want you to give anything away. You got a big tournament on the line. Is there going to be a lot of limits? I don't want to talk about weights, but is there going to be a lot of fish coming across the scales this week at Lake Hamilton?
Well, from what I've seen about Lake Hamilton so far is there's a lot of fish. The lake has a ton of fish. There just doesn't seem to be any bunch of fish in any one place. So I think we'll see a lot of fish weighed in. I just don't know what the size is, definitely, I'm a shallow water fisherman, and, I don't know if that's what it takes. I don't know if this is a tournament where anybody is going to be able to do any one thing for 3 days in a row. Mm-hmm. I just suspect that whoever wins this tournament will have to mix it up, and they'll probably be fishing, deep brush. They'll probably be fishing shallow. And I don't really see any one area or one technique really dominating this. I think it's going to be a fly by the seat of your pants event.
Sean, I think you said it best. This is having a little history on Lake Hamilton myself from college. And again, I'm not giving anything away, but I truly feel like the angler that's going to do well in this tournament is the guy that just puts a bunch of rods on the deck and says, we're going fishing. And
that's my way to fish. You know what I mean? If you put enough rods on the deck, you're eventually going to throw every one of those baits. So that's the way I really see it. There's probably a lot of guys that, practice. I mean, some of my friends and stuff today, they're practicing. I don't know how well they did, but it's definitely a tournament. I think that mentally is, you're going to have to stay in the game mentally and not spin out. And it's really easy to spin out on this lake. It's got so much different types, so many things, whether you're running brush and your rotations are off or you're fishing shallow. And it's just, I think that trying to stay mentally focused is going to be as important as whatever you're doing. Obviously I think the brush guys that have, more knowledge of doing that are going to have an advantage, but the weather is going to be cloudy. We're supposed to get a storm system. So I don't know if that'll, maybe make the shallow water play. And I'm kind of hoping that it might play a little stronger in the actual tournament than it did, today in practice. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do have to ask, in practice today, did you catch one of the stripers?
I didn't catch any stripers. No, I didn't catch any stripers, but it was a lot of people having a very fun, the nice way to say it about Lake Hamilton Day. There was a lot of people having a very, very fun Memorial Day out there, with a lot of big motors on a lot of big pontoons. I don't think I've ever seen so many big motors on pontoon boats in my life, but the lake was crowded and everybody had a good Memorial Day. I'm sure they'll be heading home. The lake should be a little quieter the next few days.
It's a funny thing that you bring up there because I remember back in my college days, I was actually pre-fishing for a college event back in September. And this was 2013, I believe. And it was one of those busy weekends. The weather was great. Everybody was out on the weekend. We were getting ready for this college event the following weekend. And I remember seeing this big, 34-foot Everglade with 2 300s in the back of it. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? The tuna fishing is down a little bit south of here.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand and feel your pain where you're coming from.
How rough it was out there today. I had a YOLO tech with a GoPro, doing our little YouTube stuff. And I don't know whatever happened to it, but it was there at one point. And when I got in tonight, it wasn't there anymore. So it bounced out. But I think that'll probably die down. I think, the tournament, I think they're going to bite better in the event than they will. And the Wednesday practice will probably tell a better tale for a lot of us.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Sean, if you had to give a prediction on weight to win the tournament, what are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't really have any knowledge of this lake. I would have to think that you'll have someone have a 15, 16 pound bag one day, but that'll be hard to do multiple days in a row. So I would think that as far as an average, I think if you had 13 pounds a day, and I could be off, these local brush guys might slaughter them. I think 13 and a half pounds a day would win this event on the boater side for sure.
Absolutely. That's not too strong of a weight, but for Lake Hamilton this time of year, they're in Arkansas. Again, that lake kind of struggles to have big fish in it. Big fish do show themselves on Hamilton, but it's kind of more earlier in the year. Guys throwing, big baits after them in the wintertime. But as the water, warms up, you do see the decrease in size of fish. I think you're pretty much spot on. So a guy that can go out and do that and be consistent, I think is going to be great. But, I have to ask you a couple more questions before we let you go. And I know you got a lot on the line, thinking about getting ready for tomorrow's practice. But I just have to ask, 2022 BFL All-American, Sean Weida, what does that mean to you?
Well, I'll tell you what, it would obviously be a title that anybody would want to have, I definitely have, it would be something I'd love to have, but also you got to go out here sometimes. You just got to do the best that you can do. Okay. And if you prepare and you keep your head in the game and you don't spin out, at the end of the day, you do the best that you can do. And that's my goal is to ultimately to try to win, but I'm also just trying to keep my head in the game, do the best that I'm going to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No one has any kind of ability to dictate the outcome, but they can definitely dictate the opportunity to arise to get there. So Sean, I really like what you're saying there. You got the right mindset. It sounds like to me you're just going to go fishing and have fun with it.
I'm just going to do the proverbial go fishing. You know what I mean?
That's
That's basically a nice way of saying when you say I'm just going fishing, it really means I don't know what I'm going to do until I do it, kind of thing.
Absolutely. Well, I think, a person that does that really has a chance in this tournament. Before we let you go, finally, I know that, being back from Kentucky, you own Weida's Marine. You're big into the fishing industry. You got a lot of people to support you. I took a look at your social media. You got a great family behind you. Anybody you'd like to give a thank you to before we let you go?
Well, I would definitely like to thank my wife for supporting me throughout the years in this crazy fishing game. And she doesn't get to go to many tournaments with me, so I've actually got her and my 3 kids with me this week. So that's
Cool.
obviously a crew there that I couldn't do without. My crew at Weida's Marine, I've got one of the best teams in the business. I mean, I'm biased, but I've got a passionate crew. I think I have 13 guys and gals that work for me. And when I'm out here fishing, I mean, they are very, very busy. They were very busy this week. They look after everything, keep the boats going in and out of the doors, keep the service boats flowing. And, definitely my crew there, I couldn't do it without, and appreciate everything that they do.
Absolutely. So for all listeners out there, we've been talking to Mr. Sean Weida, a Kentucky angler that's qualified for his second BFL All-American. Sean, good luck to you this week. Good luck to all the anglers fishing the 2022 BFL All-American on Lake Hamilton in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Before we let you go, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. I want to say a big thank you to all the subscribers out there. We're almost to that 1,000 mark, so keep it coming, guys. Appreciate everything. Make sure you like this video. Send a comment Sean's way. We just really have been honored to be interviewing all the BFL anglers that we have this year on Revital Outdoors' YouTube page. Also, you've been watching the rotating banner below this video. Hit that link at the top of the description right below this video. Again, that angler will win a $2,500 sweepstakes package and will be chosen at the end of the BFL season. Don't miss out on it. Just takes a few seconds to get in, so make sure you hit that link. From all of us at Revital Outdoors, I'm Theron Asbury. Thank you for tuning into this podcast. Be safe out there. God bless everybody. We'll talk to everyone very, very soon.